I have my questions written down on my phone. Should I just whip it out?
Sure. I'm just,
Or just go with the flow?
Both.
This is some BTS stuff with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet. So I can be weird on camera.
Always need to be yes mode. Hold on.
I've already gone through two water bottles.
The nerves.
That's on camera nerves.
You got this. Both of you are about to just kill it.
Yeah, it's been a while since I watched the music video. You know how you do like nervous antics when you're on camera?
Yeah.
Don't do that. Just
Oh,
don't start tapping.
did the
your
track
foot.
finish already?
No.
No, in the beginning. Never mind.
We just went to the music video.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's supposed to start in the other one.
I
But it's
held
fine.
it on there for a second for coming soon. Or like,
Oh, I wanted the whole track to play. It's fine.
oh,
It's
word.
fine. Yeah. It's just kind of like a waiting room sort of vibe, but it's okay.
No doubt, nice one. Okay.
The thing about going live.
Yeah. So good, right? Like, go with the flow, go with the punches.
It's like improv. There's no going back. You
Yeah.
just have to like, you know, whatever happens, you just have to say yes to it.
Yeah.
That's a cool shot. The wide shot. Up to you.
Yeah. Oh, it's almost showtime.
Okay.
We'd like to say a quick thank you to our sponsors, Creative BC and Showcase BC. All right, welcome guys. Thank you for tuning in to Livestream of Consciousness. You know me, some of you know me, I'm Sam Chimes, and this right here is...
I'm Ezra Wood. Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. So we got a cool lineup of artists that are going to be performing today. Plus at the end you're going to hear a little jam. So this is the one-year release of the music video.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sam, how do you feel about the reception? And it's been 1 year. Like, how do you feel about it?
Yeah, so first of all, the music video you just watched is called Grateful. And how do I feel about it? I think I'm feeling pretty good about it. You know, I thought you did a pretty good job. So what you guys just saw there was Ezra's work as far as the visuals and as far as the sound and the music. That's what I did, and I'm pretty happy with it. You know, I think a lot of people got really like affected positively through the video.
Yeah.
I feel like we should actually get started with you telling us how we got connected to make this video. Let's start with this.
Okay, so I moved here last year to Vancouver, and I was like, I need to direct. I need to get something done. So I was walking down Granville Street, and I heard Sam. I heard some busking, and I was drawn to it immediately. I threw $20 into Sam's hat, and I was like, hey, we need to make a music video. And I'm sure Sam has heard this a million times before. But yeah, we set up a date and we planned it and we got out and we started shooting and then we slowly pieced it together and then released the final cut that you guys just saw.
Yeah, it was super fun. Yeah, you came from where? Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie.
Grand Prairie. Yeah, I was just busking over at Robson and Granville, and then you just came along. Yo, I really like that jam, and I want to make some videos. I'm like, all right, let's work. You know, if you know anything about me, I mean, if I got the time, the answer is yes. If I could say yes, I'm like, yeah, let's do this. And I'm glad I did. So that was the video you saw, and that was before.
Yeah.
All right, we got some more questions for during the videos. We're gonna talk about what happened during the shoot. But now we're gonna switch things up. We are gonna go through a journey, guys. We're starting here in Canada, and the last 2 years I went for a world tour, second world tour, which ended in Australia. So we're gonna see some artists who I met along the way. So first of all, we're gonna start in Canada and introducing Ollie Yoop.
That's good. Kind of
Yeah.
too fast.
Perfect, sorry.
I was like trying to say that. What do you think we should talk about next?
So we're going to talk about in the video.
Okay.
What are some struggles we went through during the video? Do you remember?
It's pretty.
Finding scenes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I think everything went smoothly except for the party at the end. Party scene. We had like 3 minutes of coverage to do because
We should definitely talk about that. It's like how I made that 421 event.
Yeah.
And just threw it together in the.
Yeah, because like you ended up DJing for like 10 minutes. Yeah, I remember I had to like film and
catch
try
rolls.
piecing it together
Yeah.
as much as possible.
Okay, we had the first scene where we.
Oh,
went.
Christian just updated us. No audio on the video.
Oh. What? No audio.
Oh, they can hear us, but they can't hear the performance video.
Oh, that's why I see it.
Looking for the infinitesimal location where it all meets. That's an understanding. That is the point where the universe is standing. That's
go
what
back
we
to it.
want, but also what we fear. In the moment that we find
that's
it,
supposed to be
life will
right.
disappear.
So, rock with it. Okay.
It's fixed.
Beautiful. We know. We'll
Shout
have
out to
Ollie.
Christian.
Ollie will come back. Yeah, shout out. We'll give him a shout out.
Give him a shout out.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Oliver_Sinnott, OLIVER.
How much longer do we have of the video?
We
SINNOTT.
can't tell.
All
Oh,
of you.
shit.
When I turn to the wall, that's when it's about to go off. So just let us know.
There we go. There we go.
It's on the wall. Welcome back. Yo, first of all, quick shout out to Christian Lagasse. Thank you for letting us know about the audio on there. Sorry, Ollie, that was we had a little bit of your performance cut out there, but yeah, we'll have you back. Don't worry, we'll get you to do a proper performance. But there you have it, guys. That was Ollie Yoop. So check him out, Oliver_Sinnott. I hope I said it right. On Instagram. All right, what can we talk about? We're going to talk about what happened during the video.
Yeah.
The shoot of the music video.
Yeah, honestly, overall, for a first music video, things went smoothly. We kind of pieced it together over a month. but Sam put on this big event where at the end of the video you see this outdoor party scene. Sam threw this huge 420-esque event.
It was called 421.
Yeah, 421.
The day after.
The day after.
Yeah.
Sam, talk about it.
Sure, yeah. We had some different artists in there. We had Sade, actually. Some of you guys will probably know Sade. She came through, held it down with her girls. They did like some fashion, and she performed too. It was sick. We had Benjamin Valentine and Game Guys coming through there. You know, I'm just giving all these shout outs, you know, because that's what I think that's what this show is about. You know, it's about community and just helping each other out. So check those guys out. Yeah, we had some different, really cool. Yeah, okay. I think this sounds this is back.
We're going back to.
Perfect. All right. So yeah. So 421. This is we got to roll with the punches. You know. This is live.
This is the first live stream.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be a little messy, but
yeah, you know,
it's okay.
We fixed the bugs. We just rolled through. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far, though, across the screen. So yeah, I threw on this big event over at my place where I was at in East Van. So shout out to the community, and people just came together, and we had just like honestly that scene. We had one shot, one chance, one opportunity, you know. And I think we grabbed it real well. I think he did a great job. He cut some different shots with that one performance, and yeah, I was just DJing, played the track, and just did it live, and you just caught that really well.
It's hard when you have one song and one camera, and you have to capture everything. So I don't think you can tell us the audience, but a lot of the shots from the back of Sam is actually him performing a different song or a different part of his set, and everything in front of him, that's what you get. But yeah, it was difficult, but hopefully it all worked. It seems to have after a year later, but yeah it was.
Yeah, and I just want to add, if you're thinking about shooting a music video at the Vancouver Art Gallery, just you know, maybe if you want to do guerrilla style, that could be cool. But it's good to definitely ask for permission. I think we had a security guy actually come and say, "Hey, you gotta move on." But I think we caught what we needed. So
exactly.
I really like that scene. Yeah, and also the beach one. I think that was like the one that really.
Yeah, the beach one was great. I honestly, I love the opening, going through, we shot about an hour's worth of Sam walking around train stations, going up escalators, down escalators, into the train, out of the train, and we cut most of it. We got him exiting one and then walking a little bit on the street and then to his busking performance. But yeah, it worked out, and there was a lot of good footage that I had to cut, sadly. But
could probably use
maybe
it again.
a deleted scene music video is needed. I don't know.
Right, maybe. All right, cool. We're gonna move on, guys. All right, so on this my last trip, like I said, I started here in Canada. I was busking. A lot of you guys probably met me while I was playing out there, and then, you know, I went off to, where did I go first? Yeah, I went to New York first, but went off to Europe on my way, en route to Australia, where I had a whole Australian tour. But midway, I stopped by in Europe, and actually I was busking one day, and there was a girl that was in the crowd, and she was like, "Yo, man, really digging your stuff. Can I join in and just add in the loop?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" Boom, she grabbed that microphone, and man, she had like the most killer voice, you know. And jamming with her later on too, she messes also with a loop pedal, beatboxes, sings, and I was like, man, like wow. So this is her, guys. Her name is Julia Martin. She's from Malaga, Spain, so shout out to Spain, and she's gonna bless your ears. I'm good. Beautiful, man. Thank you. I may have to like just jam a little bit, just because like less than an hour, that's pretty fast. I don't know.
We're at 15 minutes in.
Yeah, already. I'm already on the second one.
I think we can take more time.
Take more time talking. Okay.
Can,
Do you want me to just add a beat while we're talking? Should we just throw that in there?
Sure.
Yeah,
You can do two. You can do a couple live performances.
Yeah.
Throw in another one.
Sure. I think we should do that.
I guess because you guys are feeling
I'm
like
not-
the people on the other side.
I'm not hearing it live, but it says it's playing.
Okay, let's do the skin. Maybe.
No sound from Christian.
It's each one. Okay.
What the heck? Why do you do that? Let's just switch it back. Oh, you know what? Every time you go on, you have to open that Damn.
Poor artist.
But the savvy guy or girl would be like, yeah, that's a recording. I'm glad there's a communication with you about that, man. Like, we go back and be like,
I know.
damn.
If we didn't have Christian,
Yeah. I think that's it.
shout him out.
Yeah, that's really good actually, because
Yeah.
they wouldn't even know.
No,
I think all we can do is just be as transparent as possible.
truly. Except we can't tell them which part is recorded.
You guys are louder than me.
Take my eyes off you. You feel like heaven's touch. I wanna hold you so. I've known that soul is alright, and I think I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. I can take my eyes off you. I love you, baby, and if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. You are my lonely light. I love you, baby. Trust in me when I say it's okay. Oh, pretty baby, don't let me down, I'm afraid. Oh, pretty baby, now that I found you, stay and let me love you. Oh, baby, let me love you. Oh, baby, it's alright. I love you, baby. And if it's quite alright, I need you, baby. You are my lonely night, and let me love you. Trust in me when I say it's okay. Oh, you're still good to be true. I can't take my eyes off you. You've been like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. I long not slow as a run. Nothing kind of lie. You're just too good to be true. I can't take my eyes off you. Bueno.
We didn't have a name for it really at the beginning. I know early on our friends used to say, oh, we're going to the space, we're going to the space. And as I took it over and started working out of here and hosting events, it was like, yeah, this is just a space. It's nothing more. My dad always was feeding me little things as I was growing up, whether it was a book about an architect or a builder. And then one day he handed me a book and I just realized that industrial design was a thing. It's like you can design and build things for a living. So all through high school, I kind of knew where I was going to go. I did my school, I did 5 years at Emily Carr for industrial design. And then it was just like, I'm in Vancouver and I'm probably not going to go back to Calgary anytime soon. After leaving university, it was a struggle to find that flow of people who are like, yeah, let's go do that, and kind of getting that like yes and scenario. Playing in Wildwood as a kid was like, yeah, and let's go, and. It was just this like adventure that each kid kind of built off of. You put an idea forward and someone supports that, and it's like this building on an idea. How can you take all of these experiences from childhood and kind of like wear them as a superhero suit to carry things into the future? Because there's something really exciting and raw about a childhood and the freedom of our imagination, and being able to tap into that every day is really important. So in August of 2015, I took over the lease of space, and then I ran it as a rental open venue to people who just needed space. And realizing that people that wanted to practice their faith, wanted to do a hip hop show, wanted to do an art show, wanted to, you know, as the list goes on, they all just needed a space exactly like the one I had. So we have elements of a gallery with elements of a showroom, with elements of a diorama, with elements of a co-working space, with, you know, it's all of this blended, and that creates this cohesive environment that I believe is important for human connection. This part of me was activated that I didn't know was there, and it was activated probably along the first person I hosted in space for their art show. Because like when we came in, it was like, boom, like human connection. And it just, this new thing started to emerge that wasn't about my work. It was about me seeing someone else who's doing something and figuring out how can I support them, and working with a lot of people to then start to get feedback from them saying, hey, like, thanks, your space and you were there at a point in time in my career where I needed it. Having that feedback and building an awareness around that was just kind of like, whoa, okay, so that's the thing that I've been doing that brings people together.
Here we are again, back with the wonderful Sam Chimes and the wonderful Ezra Wood. We're just here and we're going to talk about Sam's process behind making his music and making his beats. Sam, you've been, ever since January, you've made it your New Year's resolution to create a beat a week.
Yeah.
Tell us more about it.
So the beat a week challenge is, for me, it's like putting into place, you know, I would say my secrets of success, if I may call it that. Mm-hmm. So consider, you know, repetition is the mother of all learning. So I figure, okay, if I just keep doing this beat a week, I'm gonna get better. People are gonna see what's going on, and I'll be able to maybe make some beats for some artists and for films. You know, that's kind of, I wanna delve in more into those things too. It's been going good. In the beginning, because of COVID and all these things that has happened around the world, it was really chill because I had so much time on my hands, so I was able to just make the beats and really take time, watch tutorials, learn how to get the sound so much better, and I'm very happy with how it sounded. P.S. Stay tuned for my page. I'm going to be dropping a real hot file, like maybe tonight or tomorrow. But yeah, I love to do this. I usually start around maybe Monday or Wednesday. I put down a drum beat, usually a little drum loop, work on the sounds, add some stuff. And I always like to have my chord as well for like the bass lines or some of the melodic side of things, because it's cool to have that live feel, you know, almost like that organic acoustic sound. It's fun to say acoustic with the electronics, but you know, like that live performance side. So I always like to add that to my beat a week, to the beats that I make. And honestly, it's like an audible journal. So every time that I make one, it's like it represents what's going on in my life. So this last weekend was Father's Day, and so I made a beat called Dad Day. And I didn't even think about it, but Dad Day, you say fast enough and it's like Daddy, you know? Yeah, so yeah, keep tuned with that. I'm gonna keep creating some every week, moving forward still. This one coming up this week is very like piano heavy, sounds like an orchestral band and all that stuff, which is beautiful. Eventually, if you are an artist who does some live music, I want to connect with you. I want to make some tracks with you, with string and, you know, that live feel. So connect with me.
Keep in mind, you were traveling around the world for a couple of the months while you were making these beats.
Yes.
Like personally, for me, I feel like I can't even make myself supper at night. How do you find the time to actually put these beats together in your weekly life?
Yeah, man, it's all about just having a schedule. It doesn't have to be like an actual time schedule, more like an event schedule. So I'm like, okay, this week I know I got to do my beat a week. As soon as the one thing that I awoken mentally to was, once I finish this week's beat, next week's beat is already started.
Yeah,
I got to get right on it. So yeah, it's just anticipating, working, and just putting the time really. It's just putting the time, sitting down and just working on it. So once I finish a beat, I just sit down and I just open a session, just go. There's no easy way to say it. I can't be like, oh, I ate like spinach or something. No, it's like I just sit down, just open the session, work at it, be mentally as strong as possible, and just focus as much as possible, and just do the work, spend the time. Have belief and faith in yourself. That's one thing I've had to do. Just believe that I'm gonna make a track and this is gonna be fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then once I make it, I'm like, nah. And then I just spend more time. And then finally I'm like, yeah, it's fire.
Yeah, awesome. Have you felt like the reception from the public has been positive, negative? How have you felt like there's been much reach with it?
Yeah, with the beats, yeah, especially on Instagram. I think most of my followers are actually on Instagram. I would post, and I've seen over time. I gauge the reception by also how many likes it gets. Okay, so and I've seen over time it's getting more likes as I post more, and I would also communicate with some people and just hear like which parts are the best parts that they like out of it, and then I just replicate these sounds or the reverb. Sometimes people just love the reverb, like the theme track for the show Livestream of Consciousness, right? That one has some beautiful reverb. It's got like a cave sound. I even made a binaural beats version, so when you put on your headphones, like you can hear it all around you. It's pretty sweet. But yeah, the reception's been pretty good. People love it, and I just take energy and just pass it back out through sound.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you think it's helped build your network and grow it further through the beats, or even like with social media and everything?
Yeah, I think I know it has. Now people are seeing my other ability, and right off the bat, people see me as a street performer, which is great. But I'm so much more. I got all these other things, but I always like to focus mainly on sound. So I've street performed. I've learned how to structure a song and all these things and what really moves people. And now I'm taking it more into the studio with this beat a week. And as people see me consistently putting up material, I've had some people reach out to me, right? A week or two ago, I recorded The Gentleman, and some people are asking for some beats. So it's just like, just putting in the work and just putting it out there and just letting people know. And it's not even just about like marketing to people or trying to ask them to come and buy a beat or work with me. It's just putting it out there. I'm just here. I'm just creating, Yeah. So it's been good. The more I put out, the more that people see it, the more people want to work.
Cool. That's awesome. Well, Sam, why don't you just perform a beat? We have all your setup here. You should do it.
Sure. Right.
Before we do that, though, we just have something with the computer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What's up with it?
And then we'll get into the beat making.
Yes. Let's do this.
But yeah, I can't wait. Again, sorry guys, this is our first stream. Lots of bumps, but I hope you guys are okay with it. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know what we can do better for next time. Yeah, anything like that. And all the feedback helps. Again, all the proceeds with this video is going towards BLM. So thank you guys so much for tuning into the stream. All right,
here we are.
Let's go with it.
Hey, let's get some response from the audience, all right? So now that you guys are watching the TV, you guys can talk to the TV. So we got Max in the back. So let's do something. Check. All right, I think we got sound coming through this thing. Let's get some words, okay? So let's go with, first of all, give me a letter between A and G. So Max, just write that, a letter between A and G. So I'm asking them for a letter between A and G. So let's see. Just write in the comments any letter between A and G. Anyone write in something there?
If not, I'm just gonna have to say it myself.
All right, don't say it yet.
That's gonna be boring. don't let me do it.
All right. What are we saying?
We got I love this. It's like a variety show.
Great. Yes. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
I think we're also
C.
kind of
C.
Perfect. We got to remember that there's some latency.
C first.
All right,
Okay.
C's first.
So because of the latency, we'll be patient with you guys, as you're patient with us. Okay, C. Let us go.
Out of the way.
All right. C.
Good jump out. Here, move this camera. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Like, to say the least. That was fresh.
Thank
that
you,
was
man.
new,
That was fresh.
exciting.
Straight from the bakery.
I'm gonna take a sip of water because that was just.
I think, yeah, it's too hot. I need some water too.
It's so hot in here. Wow, that was great.
Thank
Good
you.
job, Sam.
Thank you. I think we have one more artist.
We do.
Yeah, so guys, my trip last year, a few months ago / last year, ended up in Australia. So shout out to everybody in Australia, whether you're tuning in right now, which if you are, like, wow, kudos to you. I don't know what time it is over there, but shout out to you guys, thank you. Or otherwise, we'll actually put this up. We'll go 1 week from now, we'll put it up so you can rewatch and see the artist again, and yeah, so you can watch it. Yeah, we got an artist from Australia, right? So he's from Adelaide, and the way that I actually met this gentleman, I was busking over in Surfers Paradise in Gold Coast in Australia once upon a time, and this gentleman, he told me actually when we met up later that he hardly leaves his studio to like get out of Adelaide, you know. So out of how many years building his studio, he decided to take this weekend off, came out to Surfers, found me out there, and I was busking. He loved what he heard, and I noticed him. I noticed people, and he stayed for the whole performance. I swear it was probably like maybe an hour or two, and he was just sitting there, just vibing out, enjoying it. And after I cleared up, he came up. He's like, "Yo, man, I really love what you did. I want to hire you to come play over at a restaurant that I play at in Adelaide." So I was like, "Oh, it's done. Let's go. I'm gonna be in Adelaide anyway." And you know, that was my first place stop in Australia before I went to all the other cities around Australia. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'd like to introduce to you now the one, the only Jordan Lennon, not to be mistaken by John Lennon. Hit it, Max.
I accidentally cut off our heads again,
Oh no.
but it wasn't that bad. It was just
Okay.
it was just the top.
Sweet. Well, this thing's kind of slipping as well. It's probably right.
About 10 years ago, back in high school. Hope you enjoy. First time I saw you was 2005. I remember looking at you, just a pastime. You caught a glimpse of me while I was staring at you. It was an awkward moment, but one I'll never forget. I was thinking about all the time that we spent together in 2005, thinking about where we'll be, thinking about if we'll be free, yeah. Where will we be in 10 years from now? Will we be together or apart? If we're together, will it be to the end of time? And if we're not, where are you now? We'll be exactly where we're meant to be. A wise man once said to me, just have fun. You said, if there's no fun in what you do, why do it at all? If there was no fun, no humor in my life today, you and me would end up free and not be together at all. I was thinking about the time that we spent together in 2005, thinking about where we'll be, thinking about if we'll be free, yeah. If we'll be free, yeah. Where will we be in 10 years from now? Will we be together or apart? If we're together, will it be to the end of time? And if we're not, where are you now? We'll be exactly where we're meant to be. Where will we be in 10 years from now? Will we be together or apart? If we're together, will it be to the end of time? And if we're not, where are you now? We'll be exactly where we're meant to be. Thanks very much, folks. Thanks for having me. I'll see you next time. Bye.
Make sure the H4 is unmuted too.
Welcome back. What a great performance by Jordan Lennon. What did you think, Sam?
Man, I like it. I really love the variety of artists on this first show. You know, we had the beatboxer, rap, you know, which sort of represents what I do in Canada.
Yeah.
Then we went all the way to Spain. We had Julia Martin playing and doing like an old soul mix. Finally, we got Jordan. Now, yeah, with the guitar, you know, I think it kind of covers a big range of styles of music, which is great, which I think for me represents what I'm trying to build here with this program. Just having variety. Next time maybe we'll have dancers and a comedian maybe, like, you know? Yeah.
It's so cool because there's so much variety going on in the show right now, and we're dealing with a global pandemic as we know it right now, and people aren't able to come in as much. Like, we have a crew of 4 people here,
Yeah.
and that's literally it.
Yeah.
So we have people all over the world performing, and it's so awesome, and I'm just so excited about being involved in this.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, and thank you for doing that. I kind of want to turn it over to people across the camera. Hey, what's up, people? Hold on, let me just clean this up 1 second. All right. Okay. Now, what should we ask these guys? Actually, first of all, guys, do you have any questions? Do you have any questions for us? There's some latency, so let's just hang tight. Do you want to have a thumb war? So if you guys got any questions, just ask us. We're gonna play Thumb Wars until we have a question. Max, it's over to you. We're gonna play Thumb Wars. Oh,
Start.
okay.
Your thumbs are.
I don't know,
huge.
man. Yeah, it's
I don't know if I'm.
it's genetics.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this.
Any questions there, Max? I'm feeling awkward here.
No, not yet, man. Who won?
No one yet. Oh, slipped.
But sometimes you gotta be a gentleman and just let the other guy
Alright,
win.
we got one. Can you play the beatboxer again so we can hear his full performance?
Oh.
Oh, the first one.
Oh,
The
first one.
beatboxer. Sure, man. Let's go
Let's
back.
send it back.
Let's go back. Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna send it back right
Okay,
quick.
so guys, we're gonna switch it up. We're gonna go back. We're gonna play Alley-oop, and let's do it.
And then if you guys have any more questions,
Yeah, just write
just write them down. So after the video, we can answer them.
Yeah.
Word.
All right, Alley-oop.
Hi there, beautiful people.
Sick. That's so fun.
Yo, check it. It's I forget the all you from Van City. About to kick it on the looper. Let's get to it. Well, okay. This reminds me of one time when I went to find me. Well, I'm searching for the truth. I think we all are. I've seen it once or twice, but it's too hard to put it into words or bring it in your soul, cause it requires you to abandon what you know. Forget all the rules, release from society, get as fucking high as me and make your own psychiatry. Circle from a torus, a cube from a tesseract. Pull a whole story from a feeling, but we just react, making up a meaning. Language is the vehicle, banging on about whatever we think's agreeable. It don't really matter though, you hear what you want. No one shares reality, this is what I'm taught. Mine is very different, also very similar. Yours is something else entirely. It's subliminal, the clues we receive. The point is at the path of understanding everything. Art, science, math, stories and love. Paintings and music, sharing how we feel and learning how to use it. Everything we know in our determination, looking for the infinitesimal location where it all meets. That's understanding. That is the point where the universe is standing. That's what we want, but also what we fear. And the moment that we find it, life will disappear. Yo, got a little weird at the end there, but I kind of liked it. I don't know. Haha. Oh, you can find me on Instagram at Oliver_Sinnott, OLIVER_SINNOTT. Alley-oop. OLLYOOP.
You can welcome back.
And who? Tell me who.
Okay, yeah.
All right. I think we're back, right?
Yeah, we're back.
Sweet.
I believe so.
All right.
Okay, so we got Anthony Williams. He's got 2 questions.
Anthony Williams, talk to us. Yep.
How was the pandemic and protests affected your busking?
Okay.
And how has it affected your music, if at all?
Right on. Okay, so what's up, Anthony? Nice to have you over here again, all the way from the States. So first question, how has the pandemic affected my busking? It has taken my busking to being non-existent for a few months. but at the same time, it's allowed me, as I'm sure many of you across the screen, it's allowed me the time to just chill and just like work, build my skills, get better with my beats a week, create this. Like, this is honestly, as soon as I arrived, I took about 2 weeks, and that affects me mentally. Sorry, going from so camera worthy, isn't it? But yeah, so coming back from Australia, it affects me mentally, because coming from traveling around the world, going wherever I want, whenever I want, coming down to being in a room for 2 weeks, yeah, I got kind of down. But I went through it. I'll be honest with you, I kind of binge watched Game of Thrones because I never watched it before. But anyway, but moving out of that, I had to figure, like, how can I still be effective, you know? And so I realized, okay, well, everything's kind of going online, you know, like there was a huge wave of just lots of artists just live streaming and stuff. And y'all know, in Vancouver, you guys know David Morin, you know, I got to give him a shout out. He was the first busker who I saw when I first came to Vancouver, and I was pretty impressed. And so I saw him doing a lot of live streaming. I saw some other artists doing a lot of live streaming too, and I started feeling like a personal pressure. I'm like, oh, maybe I should live stream. But I also understand that you need to package things. Sometimes you need to take some time, work on the art. Because I'll be honest with you, anyone can play one note on the cork, you know? Anyone could learn how to beatbox. But then what is the full package, right? I mean, so I thought about it, and I thought on this kind of a show, this sort of a program where it's like a TV, but you can talk across the TV, you know? Back in the day, people would be like, man, you're crazy, you're talking to your screen, right? But now it's like, it's possible. So who knows where this could go. But yeah, I didn't busk for a bit. I was just working on this and just thinking and just planning, updating my websites, learned some After Effects. You know, I learned how to make like a audio responding EQ visualizer, all these sort of things which can promote my career. I worked on an online way of tipping as well. So now that I can get out busking again, I can point people to my website. And there's some sort of like I'll call it a sales funnel, but people can get in the website, and if you want to tip me, you click tip me, and it takes you to a page where you can still tip, or now you can hire, and you can see my music videos, you can see all the other stuff. So I think this is how the pandemic has affected me. It's felt like a rubber band being pulled back for a few weeks, and then I got back to the old normal. But not only that, it's helped me to move even further than before the pandemic. So, you know, people ask me, how's this time affected me? And honestly, it's a volatile time. So to me, it means it's a really great time and it's a really hard time. It's just both. It's just choose which side of this fluctuation you want to be on, you know. And I choose to think on the positive, not just think, but like actually act, right? We're doing this.
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, I would not have had time to just think about something like this. So I hope this answers your question.
Where?
Yeah, any more questions there, Max?
Yeah, we got one for Ezra and Sam.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
What is your next major goals?
Ooh, you start, I'm gonna think.
Oh, major or minor? Because major is, you know, get a feature film done, just even a short film, anything like that. Right now I've got a couple music videos on the go, and trying to reproduce them after COVID. Because before COVID, I was going to be doing 2, and then COVID hit and we lost everything. And so it's going to be taking the baby steps to putting everything back together. But we'll see what comes out of it. Honestly, it was kind of a nice time just to take off and relax and really think about my goals. But I'm excited to get some projects going, especially now that we're in the summer and you can shoot anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on, and yeah, I'm excited to, you know, take the steps to those goals. How about you, Sam?
Sweet. Major goals. I'm glad that you mentioned about a feature film, because I will mention this for you guys who have been following me over the last few years, back when I was doing a lot of background work and all that. Like, I'd just be blabbering my mouth all the time, like, yo, I got this idea. But one of the goals that I do have actually is to make a feature film, which I have also written, called Live Your Dream with Sam Chimes. And I won't go into detail. It's a beautiful film. It breaks the fourth wall, and that is one of my major goals. And I remember as soon as I put a full stop to the end of the script, I was like, I need to make this, you know. And now, I mean, I've met you, right? And so we'll see what we can come up with. And so that's one of my major goals. Yeah. Any more questions? Or
Thanks
shall
for the
we-
question.
Yeah, thanks guys, appreciate
that
it.
was-
This is what it's about, you know, it's about the
Who was
interactiveness.
that?
Okay, Anthony Williams again. Any favorite buskers you ran into during the tours?
Favorite buskers I ran into. I mean, right away I'm thinking about. Okay, let's go with my 3 spots that I stopped. Okay, so first of all, in New York, they are called the High Flyers, and I interviewed them as part of my Artist Killing the Living interview sessions, and I will edit and put that out into the world when the time is right. But yeah, those guys, they had so much energy, and I picked up on their energy. I loved it. So everywhere I go and whenever I meet these my favorite buskers, I pick up a piece of the essence, if I may say that. You know, that's a cool thing about traveling and meeting these people, because one person shows you how to have great energy in your performance. Another one shows you how to be a good orator and speak well in your performance. The other one maybe shows you how to loop well. So over in New York, the High Flyers, it's a family, a little kid by 9 years old. He dances and does acrobatics with the family. The dad, he's the top honcho, you know, leads the kids, and they do a whole acrobatic thing. And there's another guy who is around my age, and yeah, like all these guys are so jacked too. It's great. And then yeah, moving to Europe, I would have to say it'll have to be Julia, who you saw perform from Malaga. So I really liked her vibe. It was very welcoming, and like really good singer. And like I said, we jammed a few times too, and just like she beatboxes, does the looper thing, and I was like, man, that's great. And also when jamming too, I just felt such synergy, because the way she'd be looping and cutting in and out of the loop while I was rapping over it was exactly the same way that I would do it. So I was like, we're just in sync, and I'd just be able to vocalize in a way that really matches what she was doing also on the looper. So yeah, she'd have to be my favorite there in Europe. And then going over to Australia, who would be my favorite in Australia? Man, okay, let's think. Okay, while in Australia, I gotta give a shout out to Saki, because I mean, we went on tour and she was dancing, I'd be making the beats, and so she was really good partner in crime while we were moving around in Australia there and playing. So yeah, just that synergy was really great. Yeah, I think that answers the question, right?
Awesome. Let's do 2 more questions, and then
Okay.
we'll
Yeah.
Okay, I think we only got one more.
Oh,
right
one
now.
more. Perfect.
Okay.
So how do you stay motivated from AYN Vlogs?
AY.
AYN Vlogs. They also say great show, props to y'all.
Thank you.
No, dude.
AYN.
I didn't catch that last part though. I mean, I
Okay.
can answer about stay motivated, but AY and vlogs.
Yeah, that's the account.
Oh,
that's the
okay. I was like, wait a second. Okay.
Yeah. That's not part of the question. So
Okay,
how
got
do
it,
you stay
got it.
motivated?
Okay,
How do
you start.
I don't, honestly.
Just don't be motivated. Just do it.
That's the truth about an artist. Honestly, it's the fight for motivation. How do I stay? I stay motivated by giving myself goals. It's
Yeah.
really hard to find that motivation, but as soon as it's really difficult to create a project, especially for me. I am like so scared. I'm like, oh, people aren't gonna like it. What's gonna be the reception? I'm scared about asking people to help. I'm scared about the money. You know, there's all these fears. The motivation is this fire behind my ass. And once I dive in, I can't even dip my toes into the water. I have to jump fully in, and I have to swim to the other side of the pool, or I'm not going to get it done. And I kind of have to drown myself with it, and that's honestly how I stay motivated. And then when I get it done, I'm like, whew, that was so good. I feel so good. And then I lose motivation, and
It's like,
I have to do it
over.
again, and then I have to do it again.
Yeah.
So that's my truth behind how I find motivation. What's yours, Sam?
So for me, I love to just listen to motivational videos. I like to listen to Les Brown. Lately I've been listening to a lot of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, a specific editor's version. And it's cool actually to listen to this editor's version, because I've listened to this book over and over again. And sometimes someone else has a different take, so it's really cool to just be able to listen to what their explanation is of what Napoleon Hill was saying. So that's one way I get motivated. I get motivated just getting out and busking when I go out and I play, and I just feel the people and I hear what people like, what people don't like, and yeah, that motivates me. And just the idea of being able to create a new world, to create my world. You know, I think the people are what makes a place when you travel. But instead of just traveling, why don't I create my group of people at home where I'm at? So yeah, street performing, it just, you know, like it pulled you in my life, right? And now we've created like this music video. We're gonna create many more, right? And here we are in this show, you know. I kind of needed your help to kind of, you know, like straighten things out, you know. And so, yeah, man, the people motivate me. You motivate me. You know, I see other people performing, doing their art. Yeah, you guys motivate me. I look across, even as a viewer, if you're not a musician, you know, I hear some of the compliments some people give, or the what's the word? The criticism. I don't want to just say criticism. The what's the other word? Something criticism. Constructive criticism. Yeah, because I don't like the bad criticism. Like, let's be honest, man. But that sort of thing motivates me. You know, just progress, seeing myself getting better, hearing myself getting better, feeling more comfortable out on the street, and just seeing that everything is just getting better, right? That just keeps motivating me, and just having that final goals in my mind. Making this film is a goal. I want to be on top of my game when we make the film, right? So I'm constantly, every day I'm getting out. It's like I'm practicing the marketing while I'm out there. I'm practicing my stage presence, you know, all these things. So yeah, having that final goal is a big motivator for me, and then breaking it down to what can I do right today. Boom. And then I know I'm progressing when I do that one thing today. I stay motivated.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. I think,
for the questions.
Yeah, those are good questions. Yeah, sorry I didn't ask you it's good a question, but maybe we should just do that next time. Don't even come prepared. Just like, all right, guys, you all ask the questions.
We gotta save it for next time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for coming along, but don't leave yet. Sam is going to perform the one and only song, "Grateful" by Sam Chimes. All right, I'm gonna leave.
Wait, all right, I'm gonna just move the stage around.
We're gonna get set up here, but stay around, guys. Okay, let's give it a minute. Yeah.
All right. Moving things are. Ezra gonna do the camera thing, and I'm gonna do the performance thing. Check. All right, here we go, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is a part of a dream come true, because I dreamt about this sort of a performance, this sort of a show, and I hope that many more will come. And you know, just follow Sam Chimes Productions on Facebook. And if you love this program, I want to do more. I want to get some more people on board, some more artists, multidisciplinary arts. So yeah, definitely plug in with me. Here we go. You're here to hear the song. This is called Grateful, guys. G-R-E-A-T space F-U-L-L, because I believe when you stop being grateful, you realize how great you are.
It became a rain. When I think about the places where we done came, all the things we've been through, things will be the same. I just wanna lift the glass, say thank you again. It's not in the TV. It became a rain. When I think about the places where we done came, all the things we've been through, things will be the same. I just wanna lift the glass, say thank you. They say gratitude is the attitude to reach your dream. Come look at the calamity these eyes have seen. I won't undermine the underdog with my word. It keeps saluting all my homies. Take one step forward and know you know that when you fall, you can't give in just as long as when you fall, you give it all 10. I give you all 10, but this mic's in my hand. I can't give success, but maybe these words can. I'm gonna make it once, so my name ain't Sam. I'm gonna make it twice, though I fall, I stand. Not a handstand, silly feel to understand. That my will is willing me onto my homeland. Start with the 10. It became a rain. Think about the places where we done came. All the things we've been through, things will be the same. I just wanna lift the glass. Listen. While I was sitting there riding on the rhyme and I was minding, I decided to be thankful for everybody. But is there turkey in this building? Is the oven still on? Cause things are looking gravy over in the horizon. I let the past pass on and let us all rise on. Shining like a diamond on the rising sun. I like the lessons that I wrote down on this song. I'm around with all my passion after I pass on. Don't you love this song? That's why I made this, y'all. Really saying something that is so on point that you grab and grab and dance on this joint to make a beat so clean. Think we're off to church after it's said and done. It's time to go home. It's getting real cold, but we're wearing our clothes. Let's not forget to be grateful for how far we've come. Let's start counting our blessings, cause some others that have none. Think about it, y'all. It started with, when I think about the places where we done came, all the things we've been through, things will be the same. I just wanna lift the glass, say thank you. Here's a true story, listen. I was born in Africa, that's where I'm from, Nigeria, original West, you know it's us. I lift my hands, reach for the stars, Sunday morning in '89. I was born 0419, see 365 times 12. When music hit inside myself, it wasn't that easy walking this way. Hold on, let me explain. I left my land in '98. I took a plane, I want to lay. I flew to Brunei where they speak Malay. Yeah, my kind, no delay. That means to eat in Malay. But yo, I gotta pay homage to what made me eat. It became a rain. All the things we've been through, things will be the same. I just wanna lift the glass. I just wanna lift the glass, say thank you again. I thank you again. I thank you again. I thank you again. Thank you again.
Thank you guys. Should we do one more? How are we feeling?
We're playing the
We're
video
gonna play the
real
music
quick.
video.
Okay.
Make sure the sound's on.
Thank you.
That was good.
So okay, so
I think that's it.
that's good. We don't have
Yeah,
to
we
do
don't have to wrap it up.
thing.
And then
Okay.
we'll go from the music video to the end, and we're good.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I love it, man.
That was the perfect
Fantastic.
end. That's the perfect ending.
Yeah, actually,
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I
that's
don't think
how
we
it
need
should
to-
always end is like a
Like with
live
the performance.
Yeah,
Dope.
performance.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
The energy
Okay.
was
Cool.
really, and I love how engaged they were. Like
Yeah.
you see, they want to see people
Uh,
talk.
What's up?
Luckily, the music video takes about 30 seconds. And half the music.
Basic gratitude is the attitude to reach your dream. Come look at the calamity these eyes have seen. I want to undermine the underdog with my word. I keep saluting all my homies taking one step forward. I know you know that when you fall, you can't give in. Just as long as when you fall, you're giving all 10. I give you all 10, but this mic's in my hand. I can't give success, but maybe these words can. I'm gonna make it once, so my name ain't Sam. I'm gonna make it twice, though I fall I'll stay. Not a handstand, so you fail to understand that my will is wheeling me onto my homeland. Check it out, though. Yeah, I know. It came away when I think about the places where I know. Yeah, you know. Come on, come on. Yeah, come on, check it out. Well, I was sitting there rewriting all the rhyme and I was minding. I decided to be thankful for everybody, buddies. The turkey in this building is the offer still on, cause things are looking gravy over in the horizon. I let the past pass on and let us all rise on, shining like a diamond on the rising sun. I like the lessons that I wrote down on this song. I've been rhyming with all my passion after I pass on. Don't you love this song? That's why I made this, y'all. Really saying something that is so on point. Let you grab it and grab a dance on this joint to make a beat so clean. You think we're off to church after it's dead and done. It's time to go home. It's getting real cold, but we're wearing our clothes. Let's not forget to be grateful for how far we've come. It's not like counting our blessings, cause some of us have none. Check it out, yo, yeah. When I think about yeah. I know. Yeah, you know. No. Say thank you again. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't so easy. Cause it wasn't so easy. Yeah. Appreciate your support. SamChimes.com. Catch me street performing, healing, affecting the human spirit through sound. Peace.
That's a wrap.
That's a word.